You're about to prove them wrong. They'll be speechless. They will have nothing more to say. You will shut their mouth because everything they said about you that was negative turned out to be wrong. They didn't understand what was happening. Life is not about smooth sailing all the time. Your life is about highs and lows. And you've been through a lot. You've been through the highs and lows. You've experienced all of the pain, all of the struggle, the uncertainty. You've been through the storm, through the fire. You felt like giving up so many times. You, who once upon a time was doing fine, you went through hard times. Your enemies saw this. People who were once your friend, they saw this. People who you gave to, who you were kind to, they saw this. And they saw it as a great opportunity to laugh at you, to mock you. You see, they really thought it was over for you. The end of you. They are the type of people who give up quickly. They are not winners. They are not on the advancing path. They expect you to behave like them, to quit like them. They've already given up on themselves. They've already given up on their life. They were hoping that you would have joined them. They didn't understand that it was only temporary defeat for you, temporary failure. Let me tell you something. You are watching this video for a reason, and Spirit is speaking to you. What you're going through, Source understands. It's hard, but it's not bad. It's only bad on a micro level. It seems that way. It's an illusion. You're going through a transformation, a transition period, changes. Your enemies, the haters, the naysayers are looking at this and they think it's the end for you. You're like a house that is being broken down, and somebody who is clueless is laughing. You don't have a house anymore. They don't even understand that old house. You've outgrown that old house, just like you've outgrown all of these old relationships. This old house has become dangerous. It's a disaster. It's not fit for you to live in. So it's now time to break down that house and not live on the streets. No. A better, a newer house with all of the amenities, everything you have ever wanted that is worth so much more is coming. That is what is happening. So the house has just been destroyed, broken down, that is. And all of the windows are on the ground, all of the doors, everything, all of the wood, even the concrete, everything, it's on the ground. It looks like a war zone. But wait and see. Your enemies won't like what they see. They thought it was the end. They didn't realize that you were only building, that you were preparing for something big, that you were right there in between where you're about to move forward like never before, to win big like never before. They were mocking, laughing. Right now, for many of you, people are laughing. Am I speaking to you? Is Spirit speaking to you? Mocking, laughing, thinking that you've downgraded, thinking that you've fallen. But what they don't understand is that you're moving forward. It's like a bow and arrow, and it's being pulled back. Sometimes you must go back to move forward. So a clueless person is laughing, but you're moving forward. You're catapulting forward. That slingshot, that stone in the slingshot, it's moving forward. You have to pull it back and to move forward. You are about to disappoint them. It will be a big disappointment. They had been talking. They had been going blah, 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 blah. But soon they will have nothing to say. You will render them speechless. They will have no choice but to shut up because they were wrong. They were wrong. They were dead wrong. And it's funny. And everybody who has come against you, there is a price to pay. They shouldn't have disrespected you. They shouldn't have lied about you. They shouldn't have made you feel bad. They shouldn't have spoiled your day. But you see, a lot has changed today. Back then, it would have been easy for them to spoil your day. You were a different person. Spirit is saying, let go of that old person. Let go of the past. You are a different person. Welcome the new you. Welcome all of the changes that are happening. You're used to the old you. It's a new you who has grown, who has been through it, who is going through it, and is moving forward. Victory is yours. You are learning lessons. Now you're better at this. You don't go back. That can only be something temporary. You see, sometimes you go forward, sometimes you go back. But forward, you're still moving forward. You're still closer to your goal, to your destination. It is happening for you. It has to happen for you. I said there is a price to pay because what goes around comes around. What you sow is what you reap. No debt in the universe goes unpaid. It's the boomerang effect. It boomerangs. They had no clue. They don't know who you are, the go-getter that you are. That is the type of person you are. You're not a quitter. Maybe back then you would have quit. Back then you would have allowed them to determine how you feel. But you've grown spiritually, emotionally, in every way. And now you understand that they can say whatever they want to say. They will not determine how you feel. Welcome the new you. It's a new beginning. They will not determine how you feel. Furthermore, they don't get to decide. They don't get to choose for you. Forward ever. You keep advancing. As you give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done so. You keep advancing. You keep becoming more. You are like that house. You are resilient. You are strong. You are like a house that is built on a rock, fastened to the rock, which cannot move. Not the house that is built on the sand. The wise man built his house on the rock. So your house is fastened to the rock. The storm cannot do it, cannot do anything to it. You are so strong, the hurricane can't do anything to you. You can go through that storm and still stand firm. They see the storm hitting and they're laughing. You go through the storm, they're laughing. They can see the rainbow. You see that rainbow. As we're here in nature and it's so beautiful. Wow, some fresh air. I wish you were getting some of that fresh air. That is here. I'm not saying you don't have fresh air. Hmm? That rainbow, that beautiful rainbow, they don't see it. I said they will be speechless because victory will be yours. Success will be yours. Everything you ever ask for, you are about to manifest it. And all of the pain has been there for a reason. All of the hurt, all of the defeat. A lot of you watching me, you've been through it. You've been through that breakup. You've been through that divorce. Somebody cheated on you. Somebody did you wrong. Somebody attacked you. Somebody was mean to you. You didn't know how to handle it back then. You've been through the loss of a job, not making enough money, living paycheck to paycheck, disease, health issues, not having that love you want in your life, not having that money, that health, that wealth, that love, that happiness. You've been through all of that. But all of this was there to teach you lessons. All of this was part of your transition period where you go from having what you don't want to having what you want, where you were experiencing that contrast and you were asking because now you understand even better what you want. Sometimes you have to experience the negative to understand the positive even better, to appreciate it even more, to have that gratitude. So you went through all of that. But like we've seen, the storm doesn't last forever. You end up aligning to what you want even more, even better. You match its frequency. You end up getting it. When you ask, it is given. You end up taking inspired action. Everything you need is brought to you. You get it. And the victory that lies ahead for you will be bigger than anything you've ever experienced because it came out of what was before. Because you've learned, because you're better at this. Hey, it's the same you. What are they talking about? When I say, what I mean, the same you that won before can win today, will win tomorrow. On one level, it's the same go-getter. But on the other hand, it is somebody who is much better than the old version of you. So you've grown. You've gotten better at this. You've been through a lot. I love the analogy of the butterfly. Once upon a time, you were like a caterpillar in your comfort zone. But it had to take something. Some of you, it's a breakup. Some of you, it's a divorce. Some of you, it's lack of money. You didn't know back then that you could fly. You didn't realize that there was so much more in store for you. There you were in that cocoon stage, and people were laughing, and people were mocking, and people said it's over for you. And even you, on one hand, you were doubting yourself. You were not believing. But you were doing the work. You went through that period of isolation. You were getting better. You were getting ready. They didn't see it coming, but you were getting ready. Till you reached the point where you were flying high like a butterfly. You are about to fly high. Some of you are already flying, you're learning. You are at different levels. Some of you are there in that cocoon stage. You're there in between. You're almost at the end of that period. The metamorphosis is happening. And you are about to fly high. You are about to soar. People who don't know will laugh, will mock. They don't know. Furthermore, they don't get to decide. They don't get to choose for you. Let me tell you something. The entire universe is conspiring in your favor. You will get what you want. You will win big. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. You are watching this video for a reason. This video is there to remind you of your greatness, to remind you that you should keep moving forward, to remind you that you should keep climbing that mountain. The bottom may seem tempting because it's easier to go down. You remember what was in the past. Don't look back like Lot's wife in the Bible. Don't look back. Move forward. Where you get what you want, where you end up manifesting your heart's desires, where everything ends up working out for you. You will prove them wrong. They said you couldn't do it. They were mistaken. They didn't understand what was happening. They didn't understand that you were going through changes. You were going through a transformation. God was preparing you for something bigger, for something better. What you had to be taken away from you. That old life, goodbye. It had to be destroyed, just like that old house we talked about, so that a new house could be built. That old relationship had to end, so that a new relationship could start. You had to lose that job, so you discover something bigger and better, whatever it may be for you. See how you've grown spiritually. See how much of a force to reckon with you are. The only way is up. Keep striving. Keep knowing. Keep believing. Have that faith. And everything will work out for you. As we hear on this advancing channel, it's beautiful out here in nature. They cannot stop you, and they surely cannot stop Mantius. They cannot stop the advancing one that you are. They cannot stop the advancing community. Oh yes, it's such an honor and a privilege to speak with you. The advancing king or queen that you are. I look forward to reading your comments, to hearing from you. My name is Mantius. Thank you so much for watching. This is the advancing channel, as you already know, I'm sure. One love, God bless, and all. the best.